What's up guys, Mr. Scanlon here, and in this video we're going to be talking a little bit about output programming. Now in the last video we made our first C++ program, set up the hello comrade, and we went through all the steps and then hit that local Windows debugger button, and then out came our program and it said hello comrade on it. And in this video we're just going to be going over a little bit more about how that cout process works. Now I have the same project here. And I'm just going to be rewriting all the code that we wrote in the last project, just to get it like a handle on it. I think you guys should too. So again, it's hashtag include iostream using namespace space standard into main brackets, and then put like a cout in there. And in this one we'll say like, I don't know, all class, or all history is class history, or all history is history, if I can type, is the history of class struggle. Just like a good quote, just to like have in there, and then we'll put an endl in there again, and I'll explain in this video in detail what that endl does. And then just to finish the boilerplate real quick, oops, pause, and then return 0. Okay, so if I hit Windows debugger on this, it's going to go through and then bam, all history is the history of the class struggle. Yeah. Alright, so again, it's the same deal where we have the cout, which stands for console output. We got these things here, and then we got like whatever we have in our quotations in between these two braces, and then we got this endl. So to start, let's just like talk about what this endl is doing. Let's just take it out real quick and run this. So all I did was I just like remove the braces at the end here and the endl, and then I move the semicolon up. And then I'm just gonna hit the start again and see what happened here. It says all history is the history of class struggle. And then it says press any key to continue immediately after that. Now we know this press any key to continue is coming from the system pause here. The reason why it's like nestled up against what we had written down is because that endl is now missing. The endl is end line. It's basically saying, all right, whatever we're outputting to the console, to the console right here, we just want like to skip a line, basically, to move everything that comes after the next line. Let's do like another example here. So let's like have, the endl back in, and then let's do another cout. This time we'll say like, I don't know, like Noam Chomsky, author of manufacturing consent. I hope that's spelled right. Oops. And then, we'll have another endl here or something. And if we run this here, see we have that first line, the second line, and then we got our press any key to continue. So, I mean, things are running pretty smoothly just because of this endl here. It gives us that ability to like skip a line and have like whatever else we want like outputted onto the screen right here. Real quick, let's just go over like getting an error or something in this program. So let's say like I'm writing another one. I'll write like cout communism is pretty neat because it is, and then I'm finishing up here, and I got that endl down, and that's all I got. That's all I wrote down. And then I hit this Windows debugger. Yes. Whoa. There were build errors. Would you like to continue and run the last successful build? Well, no. There were build errors. What happened? Well, the great thing about Visual Studio, which is a very powerful IDE, is it tells you exactly where your errors were. Right here it says you got syntax error, missing semicolon before identifier system. And then IntelliSense which is like basically the IntelliSense is like the smart system with inside Visual Studio that finds all the errors. It expected a semicolon. So both of these errors are basically pointing to the same thing here. You're just missing a semicolon right there. So I can actually like just double click on these and it'll actually tell me like, okay, like see your errors right here, dummy, you know. It has a red line under it for God's sakes, you know. So we just gotta fix this. So, you know, once we put that semicolon back in there, that red line will go away and we're good to go again. As soon as we run this thing, bam, it's back to normal. And then just another thing like about like outputting, I guess I forgot to mention this. You know, so we can say C out those braces, and then we can just immediately put endl. Like if we wanted like another line between like these three awesome writings right here, and then like the system pause thing, we can have that. You know, you can just put endls anywhere you want. Like, you know, if I wanted like a lot of space between here, I could just be like, yeah, let's just keep going, you know, and then, you know, there's like a bunch of lines in between. So you can pretty much do whatever you want with the outputs. At the end of the day, though, it's only going to be as powerful as what you can basically type in on your keyboard. And just a quick note before we finish up this video, you know, everything that like I'm doing so far, like as far as the, you know, this early boilerplate up here and like writing all this stuff in, you know, again, it might not be coming to you very naturally, and it might take a while for you to like understand all this, but you know, it's not like I have like another screen or something like that where I have all this code written down. As far as like this in hashtag include IOStream, the using namespace standard, the int main, all that's literally just ingrained into my brain right now. I've typed this stuff out so many times that you don't forget it. It's like you know, basic math after a while. You know, you do it a few times and you never really forget it again. So don't worry if this isn't like, you know, like coming to you immediately and you're like, okay, well, hashtag include IOStream, okay, you know, what's the next part? Don't worry about it, you'll get there. Alright, so in the next video we're going to be going over a very important concept in computer science, and specifically any high-level programming language, which are like the variables. And that's going to be kind of an exciting one for you guys, so I'll see you in the next video.